Alright, good day everyone. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. I remain Chika Jeff. Alright, today we'll be rounding up the stages of life. We'll talk about the preparative stage. We'll talk about the productive stage. Today is the resting stage. Remember, each stage leads to the other, and the other leads to the other. Like I said, in your preparative stage, that is where you take a decision of what you want to be. Yes. And at your productive stage, then you have become very productive. Then you are enjoying yourself, you are eating your money, you are spending your money, you have the energy, you have the finance. Like I said, you don't have the time. Alright, but now we are talking about the resting stage. Oh, wow. The resting stage. This is the last 30 years. That count from 60 to 90. That is a resting stage. At this stage, there's two things that are peculiar. Listen, at your resting stage, you have the time, you have the finance, but you don't have the energy. Can you tell a 60-year-old man to run 20 miles? He will not even feel like he will be tired because he's already old. So at this stage, you are not to take a rest. So if your productive stage was built up wonderfully well, your resting stage will be perfect. So at this resting stage, you are not resting. You are not like the ants that have stored this food during the summer. And now, when the rain has come, he's now enjoying himself. There's a saying that goes this way. He that wants to live under a shadow of a tree when he's old must first plant a tree at his productive stage. That is why I make reference to what someone investing, saving for your resting stage. That is the tree you are planting. So that when you are time for you to rest, you don't have to be struggling again. You don't have to say, hey, you have built up yourself, you have established yourself, you have produced and you have established. So at this stage, it's the time for you to rest. You have the time to rest. You have the money to enjoy your rest. But now you don't have the energy. So all you need to do is to rest because your productive stage was well built. Youth, you, me, others, everyone that is still at their productive stage, please build your productive stage well. Save for your resting stage. Plant a seed now. Plant a seed now that you are still productive, so that when you are resting, you can sit under the shadow of that tree. Because at this resting stage, you can afford to do whatever you want to do. You can afford to visit 3 countries in a year. You can afford to sleep as long as you want. You can afford to take care of all your bills. You can afford to do whatever you want to do. You can rest as well as you want. In fact, you can decide to sleep and wake up by 10 a.m. Nobody bothers you because this is your resting stage. This is a time you are built up for yourself to rest. But remember, if your preparative stage, if you didn't prepare yourself well at your preparative stage, for those that are still at their preparative stage, please, you have listened to what I talked about in the last video. And in the preparative stage. So if you are still at your preparative stage, start working hard now. Start studying hard. That skill, start learning it very well. That business, please learn it well. That course you have chosen for yourself, study and be the best in it. Come out with the best in that course. For those that are still at their productive stage, please start investing wisely. Start investing wisely. Start saving wisely. So that when you get to this resting stage, you don't have to struggle. You don't have to beg. Most times I feel looking at people at their resting stage that are still struggling. At 70 years, you are still struggling. At 80 years, you are still struggling. Let us build up our productive stage well. Let us use this energy we have at productive stage. Let us use it well. So that when we get to resting stage, it will be easy for us. When you get to your 60s, you can rest. You don't need to struggle. You can just rest. Enjoy what you have worked for. Store your yams in your barns so that at time for you to rest, you can sit down and rest. And remember, a man said something. He said when he retires and he has gone home to rest, he said when he sits down in his house, that he will never lack anything, that every day of his life he will have something to spend because of what he invested. He used his productive stage well. At your resting stage, take your time to rest. Take your time to read. Go around and do your exercise. There's nothing much to talk about. It's just all about resting. Your last 30 years, it's all about resting. It's all about you taking care of yourself. It's all about you communicating with your God. It's all about you going wherever you want to go, anywhere you want to travel. This is time for you to do it because you worked for it, because your preparative stage is well. So please, my dear viewers, if you are still at your preparative stage, you are still at a very high advantage to do well. If you are still at your productive stage now, please build up yourself. Even if you are still at your resting stage, tell your children, tell them about the video, tell them to prepare themselves. Those that are still at their productive stage, tell them to be very productive. Remember, like I said, he that wants to live under a shadow of tree while he's old must plant a tree, must plant a seed. Why? When he is still productive. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the resting. And I know that your productive stage will be beautiful and your resting stage will be wonderful. See you in the next video. Please remember to share this video, subscribe, like, comment. Tell us where you need our help. Tell us what you are passing through. We are ready to help you. Thank you very much. I remain your friend, Chika Jeff.